Welcome to Open for Business, the customer service show with the customer service scientist, Bruce Sikombe. How are you, Bruce?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Mirriam?
I'm very good.
Wonderful.
It's very nice to be back here.
Yes.
On yet another Friday.
Yeah.
I'm excited to just learn today, to share some customer service tips and knowledge with our audience. It's been such an enriching last 5 weeks, and I just can't wait to get into it today.
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's been wonderful. I hope our viewers have been actually excited as we have been actually benefiting from this show. Yeah.
I don't doubt that one bit. I don't doubt that one bit. Now,
Yes.
if you've been joining us for the last 5 weeks, you will know that this is the customer service show where we get into the ins and outs of the customer service industry in our country, in our region, and beyond. Just trying to see how we can create a collective understanding on how to deliver excellent customer services. So we're so glad that you could join us for yet another episode. What are we talking about today? I'll allow you to just get into it and tell us what we are looking at today.
Yeah, I like it when you emphasize that excellent customer service, excellent customer experience. Indeed. So today we're looking at customer effort.
Okay.
Yes. It's something that is critical for us to deliver excellent service, excellent customer experience, and for others it would say customer care. So we're saying just the excellence in it. For us to be able to actually deliver it, we need to understand the customer effort. And hence today we're looking at what is this, the customer effort? And we've just dedicated today just to look at this topic today.
Personally, I'm very excited because when I hear customer effort, I'm not exactly sure where to place it in the customer service discussion. So I really can't wait to get into what it is. What is customer effort? Yeah,
so customer effort, of course, will try by all means to make it very practical as customer service is. Customer effort is just the energy, just from the word effort itself. It's just the energy that the customer or someone who buys from you as a service provider, they have to put in for them to get what they need from you. Okay. So it's the energy, it is the time, it is the challenges, it is the easiness, it is the convenience. Sometimes it's also about the people. They also add to this energy that someone needs to put in. So in short, the customer effort is what the customer goes through for them to get that which they have to get from a service provider. What does the customer go through? Okay, how much energy, how much time? Okay, how easy is it? How difficult is it? How long does it take for the customer to get? How much does it cost for the customer to get that which they need from the service provider? So in terms of customer effort, we're looking at how much is the customer putting in for them to get what they need. One instance I would give is where, for example, you want to get your NRC or your passport, national registration card, for example. How much effort, how much energy, time, and sometimes repeat visits do you need to put in for you to get that which you need to get, for you to access that service? Then in terms of maybe on the private side, private sector side, would say how much, how convenient is it? Is it closer to you or not? All those things add up to the effort. And when we look at customer effort, it is what also a customer is ready to put in. Remember last time on the show you said like the time you said like you actually don't tell your mind not to expect anything so that you are not disappointed in case someone out there is not delivering a good service. It's about the effort. Sometimes you predetermine the effort that you actually go through, that you need to push in for you to access the service. So when you look at customer effort, we're just looking at all these things. Let's just literally say the energy that you need to put up for you to get that which you want.
Wow, that is amazing. And I just want to know, why is that important? Why is it important to understand what customer effort is? And you know, I think I often say that I'm such a systems and process person, so I'm already
in
very
systems,
excited
how do we
into just zeroing in on how much does your client have to invest time-wise, and have you looked into your process? But I'll come back to that later. First, why do you think that it's important for us to discuss customer effort? Why is that important for the small business, for the SME, the corporate world, and just even B2B businesses or individuals? Why is it important to understand customer effort?
The importance of customer effort is in, mind you, you want to retain customers. You want to retain business, which will in turn improve your bottom line or improve your sales or improve your business. You have more customers. And also to reduce the costs you are incurring to attract and retain customers. So that's a principle. So for you to be able to do that, you need to understand what the customer goes through for them to actually be retained by your business, by your organization. Yeah, let me be quick to mention, customer effort also, it's not only about systems. You'll be surprised to note that even me as an individual, certain people, they push in a lot of energy for them to actually get in touch with me, and others, it's easy for them to get in touch with me. What do I mean? In organizations, the certain people, individuals, you need more energy for you to get their attention, if I'm to put it that way, or to get what you want. So you need more customer effort. So when we look at customer effort, as I look at its importance, I would like to bring up this point. Customer effort also is actually has got certain attributes. Apart from the organization, it's also got people issues in it. At individual levels, we've got friends, it's easy for us to interact with them. The effort is minimal. Then the others, the effort, you need more effort. Others, you actually need to rehearse what you're going to say. Okay, that's part of the effort. So even in organizations, when customers walk in, they know who they should actually be attended to when they just look at us, because of they are gauging how much explaining should I do with this one, how much explaining should I do with this one, so they are able to tell the differences. So in looking at the importance, it also shows, it actually affects the bottom line of the business, in the sense that it either makes the life of the customer difficult or easy. Right? That's the importance, number one. It makes the life of the customer difficult or easy. One example would be, would you be willing to wait to be attended to probably in the sun or outside queuing in a long queue? Okay, so in terms of time, that's the effort that the client is putting in. Another, maybe to take it further, some of us actually need to take a day off for us to access certain services.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's part of the effort. So when the importance is that we understand how easy it is for the customer to access our services, or how difficult it is. So customer effort gives us an opportunity to understand what the customer literally is going through to access our services. This is irrespective of whether you're a monopoly or the only one at the corner shop selling what you're selling, or the other shops are far away. Well, irrespective of all that, you need to pay attention to customer effort, because it actually opens your eyes to see what the customer is literally going through for them to transact with you. Yeah, that's the importance that we get. Another important aspect of customer effort is that we actually be able to, it's a basis of improvement. If you come to the systems that you actually alluded to, maybe our systems are frustrating the customer interaction. So we pay attention to understand what the customer is going through and be able to improve. For example, certain organizations will deploy a mobile application. No, download our mobile app, download our mobile app. It can be also a form that customers need to fill in. Some forms are confusing. So it increases the effort.
That's very true.
So when you understand the customer effort, you actually improve on the form. I've seen many forms in some organizations that have actually changed. You just need to, your details for them, when they print out the form, it's already got your names, your details, you just confirm, and you sign. So they've made it easy. In other organizations, it can be 2, 3, 4 products, but same organization, and you need to fill in 3, 4, 5 different or same documents, but for different products. In other organizations, just one document for different products. It's because you understand the customer effort and you want to make it easy. So that's how important it is. And it is that space that certain organizations actually lose customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And when you brought up that point, I just remember the feeling that I got as a client going to a named bank, that I was so excited that they had gone ahead. It's the thought that counts again, isn't it? That you're thinking of the client before they even come, about how much time you want them to spend at your branch or at your business, and how easy it is. And this particular bank, just like you say, has everything already done for you. You don't need, the only thing you need to pen is your signature. And that is so exciting.
That's wonderful.
You know? And just me to go back. You know, it affects my product seeking behavior. You know, I'm encouraged to keep going back, and that just goes to show the essence of managing customer effort. You know, and maybe to give an example that's a little bit far from this very brilliant one is you find maybe there's a restaurant and they sell really amazing food. But just the thought of you going to queue up there for God knows how long, that impacts your product seeking behavior. Again, you're not so sure. Like, look, I really like that chicken or that food, but I really don't see myself, you know,
waiting,
taking half an hour to an hour standing in the queue just to pick up that, you know, I'll cook, you know. So that really just shows the essence of understanding customer effort, so that the process can be refined to help your client have a better experience and even improve the product seeking behavior. Why else should we be interested in this topic?
In this topic, it also gives you an opportunity to innovate. An opportunity to come up with new products. An opportunity for you to do things better. It's also an opportunity for you to actually build that relationship with your customers. To build your customers, the relationship gets to a level that they become your advocates, or others would say your witnesses. If you've been in a situation where someone is maybe giving negative feedback on a certain service provider, and there's this whole army, I'll give an example like Friends. There's one time we're talking about a certain service provider or a business. That one who sells fritters there, I think, those fritters are not nice, whatnot. But here comes a situation where maybe one of you guys, as you're chatting, they start defending that service provider. To say, no, I think you didn't just find out whatnot. No, I think there was this, they're trying to defend the service provider. So when you actually invest and take advantage of the opportunities in customer effort, you build an army of advocates. Your customers will start defending you. Your referral market, or the people who start referring other people to you, will increase because they've got talking about that brand. You start talking about the people in that organizations. Even as individuals, others have gotten promoted and probably recruited by better or other organizations because of all these things, making it easy for your customers. Now, this also brings me to this aspect. There are certain providers, when, say I'm attended to you, maybe Mirriam attending to me,
okay,
and certain things are so obvious. Next time I come, I find someone else, the requirements have changed. Next time I bring those documents and I find you, you say, but this was not necessary, right? So you're like, what's going on here? So that's also feeding into the customer effort. So it coming to the flip side, as an organization, it gives you an opportunity to know the kind of people to recruit into your organization. People that are problem solving and they make it happen for the customers.
Absolutely.
For me, I've got personal motto in customer service. Everything should happen for the customer. As in, I should do everything for everything that the customer needs for them to get what they need. Okay? I should not rest until I've done everything for my customer. Everything should happen. Yeah. So in terms of customer effort, you find it gives you an opportunity to know the type of people to recruit. As an entrepreneur, it also gives you an opportunity to know the behavior you should be in when transacting with customers. You need to say hi to customers. Like I said earlier on, customer effort is also made to require a lot of energy in the point of a customer, sometimes because of the wars around individuals, not the business. The business can be okay, have right systems, but the people inside the organization, sometimes it can be you even as a supervisor or as the boss or as the managing director of that organization. You've just got a war around you so much that it increases the effort for people to reach out to you and get what they need from you. Let's go to internal customer service. You enter, sometimes some of us will even know when the boss's door is open, you can walk in. When it's closed, don't walk in. Okay, no matter how urgent the matter you have. You see, that those are small things that also add into the customer effort in terms of internal customer service. Internal customer service, we're looking at the people within the organization, how they are interacting, how they are servicing each other. Your work output is my work input. At what time does it come? In what format? So in all this internal customer service, the customer effort also needs to be eased within the organization. We're looking at bureaucratic tendencies in organizations. They frustrate the customer effort. Just to sign a document sometimes can take 2 days because my supervisor or the person who's supposed to sign is not in a good mood.
Yes.
Not in a good mood. They're there, but they are not in a good. So you find there's this war around us that complicates and increases the customer effort. So it also gives you an opportunity to recruit and retain the right members of staff. Yeah.
Wow, that is just so brilliant. And I think the thing that my mind keeps coming back to is ease.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
How easy
it is.
Yes, how easy it is, or how easy is it for people to reach you internally?
Yes.
To get what they want from you. How easy, you know, is it for them to reach your people, to get your product, to access your service? And when you were explaining, and in my mind, I'm just thinking to a lot of businesses and organizations that if you're going to have, for instance, an online business or a page, the things really to think about is ease. If you're going to build a website or put up a physical location, what you're thinking about is ease.
Yes.
How easy is it for my client to come here? And even I think that really extends to even the setup of your service center, your store, your
definitely
whichever place you're using to conduct business. How easy is it? You know, just now in my mind, I'm going to a place or a certain shop, you know, that I would visit, and everything is high up. Yeah. In sections for that are unreachable.
For the tall people.
And yes, you can't really see what you're supposed to be seeing or feel the fabric. I think it was a fabric shop. And, you know, there isn't even proper equipment for the person who just walks. The moment you walk in there, you're just like, you know what?
Okay, guys.
This is too much effort. You know, I'm going to try next door where it's easier. So I think the big thing that's really coming out to me is ease, and convenience. How easy is it for people to reach you, to get your product, your service, and that is just an amazing thing to think about, and very, very impactful. I think that's very impactful.
Yeah, when you look at people buy convenience, people buy easiness. That's all we buy. Okay, for example, I'll give an example like what ladies would say. They would, if they go to Soweto, for example, or if those in Kitwe, if they go to Sokone market, they would buy maybe a box of tomatoes at a really, really low price. But they would rather, probably because of the work setup, they would rather maybe buy from the corner shop, which can be triple or double the price. So it's about easiness, right? So how easy are you making? So like you're saying it, when we say customer effort, think of how easy is it for our customers to actually reach us and access our services. And in case they want to actually reach us again, how easy is it for them to actually do so?
Brilliant.
Very critical. Yeah.
Wow. I hope that you're jotting down some insights so far. For now, we're going to take a short break, and on the other side, we'll get into some practical tips, some practical changes and actions that you can take to ease customer effort or to reduce customer effort for your business and your process. See you after the break.
Who are we? What are we about? Say you want to learn about business or get latest news updates in business news, social and economic issues, stock exchange, latest exchange rates, and all financial matters, or you want to learn on how to manage your money from savings, banking, insurance, to maybe our new traditional way of doing things like village banking. And if you're like me, planning and constantly making sound financial decisions is essential. So I need to keep abreast with upcoming investments, taxes, technology, or entrepreneurship prospects. Interesting, right? So what if I told you by just one click you can learn from mining, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing services, and yes, entertainment industries. After all, the more you know about money, the better financially you will be. So who are we? What are we about? Millenium TV, your first business and financial news television channel. Catch us on Top Star, Channel 95, or follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Millenium TV, we mean.
Welcome back to Open for Business, the customer service show with the customer service scientist, Bruce Sikombe. Before the break, we were just getting into customer effort. What is it? Why is it important? Now we are just going to get some tips, some practical things, steps, actions, thoughts we should be having around customer effort in order to improve the customer service experience, or the customer's experience of our business or of our service. What tips can you give?
Yes. Tip number one is that you should buy from yourself.
Wow. I want to hear this. I want to hear where this goes.
Oh yeah. Many times we produce products or services, or we want to offer our products to others, but we don't want to offer them to ourselves. There is at the time I worked for a certain organization in the telecom industry. Each member of staff had a target to sell SIM cards.
Okay.
From the CEO to everyone in the organization. The strategy there was that everyone around you should have the SIM card for that organization.
Wow.
If you work for this organization, then first of all, you should have that SIM card provided. Then everyone around you should be on the same network. Yeah. The idea was that you should buy from yourself. My wife should buy from the company that I'm working for because it pays me. My friends should buy from that company because it pays me. Okay? In turn, I'm able to be practical on the challenges that they're going through with our services. So when you buy from yourself, you will understand. You yourself, you buy from yourself, your friends buy from you, and everyone around you buys from you. You'll be realistic of what the customer goes through for them to access the service. Any challenges, you understand. So tip number one is that you should buy from yourself. You should test your own medicine, to put it that. Test your own products.
Absolutely.
How is it working? If you are a leader, don't be up there. You need to walk through the same footsteps that the customer takes when accessing your product. So buy from yourself. This is very critical. I know certain entrepreneurs, for example, would actually provide it for the business, but buy it from yourself. Understand what it takes. Is it easy or not? What are the bottlenecks in the process? You won't know that if you are not buying from yourself. You need to test your own medicine. This solution you created for customers, let it be a solution to yourself. Maybe to go a step further. There's a friend of mine who used to tell me, all these things we know and we do for companies. Why don't we apply the same things in our lives? We do for organizations and it works for organizations. How much more in our own lives? So in terms of customer effort, all that energy you push in for the customer to have an easy life, let it also benefit you. On the flip side, care that much on what your customer goes through by taking part in what they go through.
I feel like we could just stop there and go home, first of all, because I feel like if a manager, a business owner, a person can first put on their own shoes and walk the path that they expect another person to walk in, it will be so enlightening to the extent that nobody needs to come and tell you what challenges they're facing to access your service because you've been there. And because you understand, it makes you very empathetic to the people that you're attending to your would-be clients. It's really just the biggest solution or the starting point. It should be the benchmark in service delivery. That the one who will be giving the service first experiences that service from themselves, and that also goes to show confidence,
Endorsement.
Confidence. Customer effort relates to confidence because if you cannot access your own service, you don't understand your own process, why is it good enough for somebody else if it's not good enough for you? And this is just reminding me of this, these roadside restaurants. Maybe when you're traveling long distances, you find these pockets of roadside restaurants. Maybe there is this, there's a large number of public transportation stops, buses that stop there, people that stop there, and it's a way through point. People go through that place, and you find that when you buy something from there, there's this one place I got something to eat, and I was frankly speaking very shocked because I thought you couldn't possibly have eaten that yourself. I thought this is good enough for me to sell to somebody else, and it's just such a big revelation to say that should be the benchmark. Do you understand what your customer is going through to access your service? Do you understand that? Because if you do, there is so much you'll be inspired to change and to turn for the good, not just of your business, but for your client, So that is such a big point. When you got there, my mind was just blown. I'm like, yes, that is such a huge solution to a lot of management issues, It's such a big solution. And I've seen this even in corporate organizations where you require your sales team, your frontliners, to be able to respond to a need, just to offer the product or service, but you yourself have never have never gone through the process to see what is it that my people need, what is it that the people on the outside need. And if you did, it would really change what you do in terms of just strategizing for the business and picking what you're going to do next, what you won't do next. It will help even at strategy level and at management level for you to be able to create the kind of atmosphere that encourages your business to grow and for the ease and convenience of your client. I'm not sure if I'm derailing.
You are on the right track.
That is so. I just feel like it's so big, and I know I've gone off. And it strikes such a chord with me. I'm like, it's true though.
Yes,
it's true though.
You need to buy from yourself.
Buy from yourself. Brilliant.
There's a friend of mine. Is in the production. He's a production manager for a certain organization that's in the dairy industry, or the dairy industry. So they produce some milk products, and you know, sometimes in organizations we mostly in defense mode. So you find you're in production, the people in sales, for instance, they're telling you this product, the customers are complaining that probably this ingredient is too much, or it's actually cannot be felt, or it's not there. Then instantly, you in production, you want to be defensive. Maybe I would go to also our IT compartment. You find this system is always down. They said, no, from our angle where we're sitting, it's working. Okay. But if you actually buy from yourself. Now, in this example of the production manager friend, the wife gave him feedback from home to say, this product line has got this problem. So when the wife told him, about that feedback, and that also tallied with what the people in sales have been telling him about that product line, it actually talked to one thing. So buying from yourself actually acts as a confirmation, because you are sometimes when a member of staff is giving you certain information of what the customers are going through, you might think, these guys, they always complain and whatnot. But when you actually test it yourself, or someone that you really care tests the product and the services that you're offering, you actually understand the effort, the frustrations, the energy, and the challenges they are going through, and hence you'll be compelled, or you'll be in a point where you are not judgmental or defensive, but you'd want to do something about it, unless you just want to brush it off like someone who doesn't care. So this is what it does. When you buy from yourself, or someone around you buys what you produce or sell, it gives you that opportunity. Is the product too high? Okay? It's all these things, elements, challenges surrounding what you are doing as a business. When you buy from yourself, you will understand. Absolutely. Okay? When people around you buy from you, they'll quickly give you that feedback, and you quickly understand their customer effort. Is it easy or very challenging for them? And it's easy like that to keep on improving. Therefore, we'll put it this way: if you don't buy from yourself, or anyone around you, like your friends, anyone in your network does not buy from you, it's very difficult to understand the customer effort, because it will only be coming from someone who is far away from you and not someone who is close to you. Yes, even when you get feedback from a customer that you might not know, it's also important, but when you get it from someone really close to you, you actually pick it very, very well for you to improve. So buying from yourself is tip number one. Number two, we got your systems and processes and procedures. Okay. It is the systems that frustrates that frustrates the customer effort, the easiness, the convenience.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I normally give an example to organize how quick do you actually receive my payment when I'm buying, and how quick do you actually refund me when your product or service is defective. Those two processes, are they speaking to each other? Many organizations, actually so far I've only found one organization that is as quick as a payment in refunding. Many organizations are quick to probably it's a swipe or it's cash, quick to receive my money and give me a receipt. But a refund, it can take even a month, others weeks, others they're suspicious. Okay, so that's also adding to the customer effort. Those are processes No, we need to investigate. How quick do you investigate a matter? I've seen, because of that appreciation, there's this bank I bank with, recorded the fraud case. As they immediately I reported, they refunded me back and they continued investigating.
Wow.
Because of this topic we're talking about today, customer effort. Because they understand that, yes, I would have waited for them to finish their investigations, but would you want that to be part of the customer effort?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So they said no, and therefore they said, let's refund our customer. We'll still have this client, okay? And how much money is involved? Is it something? Okay, they have done their own assessments, and if whether they recovered the money or not, but they have refunded me as a client, and here am I talking about that service provider. When you appreciate your systems, that they also frustrate, increases the challenges, disrupts the convenience and the easiness for a customer to actually, if someone is developing a website, they need to understand that we are doing it to make it easy for our customers. When they have that, and you're serious about it as an organization, no jokes, because you know it can make or break, like we've established already. So the person developing, and there should be repercussions. If it doesn't work, what will happen? Are you refunding us? Because we are losing customers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that should be the kind of language you need to have. Secondly, we've already deployed, and it's already, we didn't actually have an agreement where we can be refunded or whatnot, or maybe the service provider who developed the site can work on it. We're using a website as any system that you've actually established to make the customer effort easy.